Okay, we have the severe weather threat enhanced risk for tomorrow. That means we have a 30% chance or higher for significant storms. What's a significant storm? Well, we could have some large hail, quarter-sized or larger, gusty winds, 70 mile per hour or greater, and of course those spin-ups, isolated tornadoes from any cell that breaks off from the main line. Yesterday, we had more of a slight risk across our area. That enhanced risk has been kind of expanded to cover a larger portion of our region. The last time we had an enhanced risk was March 21st. Remember March 21st? Okay. All right. Future Skycast. This is the HRRR model. We like this model because it updates every hour. The models have been disagreeing on timing here, but we're going with the HRRR just because it updates more frequently, and it's usually used with severe weather systems. So here we are around 11 a.m. Just starts to enter into our far northwestern counties. It could arrive a little bit later than this. We have to prime the atmosphere, get it warm enough, right? But think about this. Today's going to be quite warm and overnight too, so that is very possible to have storms that early in the day. I think it will start off as a hail event, and then as we move into the bulk of the afternoon around 2-3 o'clock, that's when that main line is right on top of us. That's when we can start getting those gusty winds, and if one of these cells breaks off from this main line and kind of goes rogue, that's where you can get a spin up start to develop. Now, gusty winds can still be damaging within this main squall line, and again, the main squall line looks like it wants to move through between the hours of 2 to about 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and then start sinking down to our southeast counties. And again, we absolutely could get a spin up out of this, but remember, gusty straight line winds can cause just as much damage. We have proof of that from several storms across April. Remember, we didn't get tornadoes, we had straight line wind damage. All right, supercell rotation potential. This model is looking at helicity. Helicity is basically talking about updrafts in the storm, and it looks like we have pretty high helicity as we go into, here we are around the squall line, 2 o'clock. So again, we could have some storms, some hailers start up around 11 a.m. to about noon, but it looks like the main line starts to approach our region earlier in the afternoon around 2-3 o'clock and kind of moves into our evening hours. It's out of here by 11 o'clock. That's some good news. When I say it's a fast system, it's only going to take up our afternoon and evening hours. As far as rainfall, this is going to be a soaker. So on top of the hail, the gusty wind threat, and of course the tornado threat, we have the opportunity to see significant amount of rain. Some areas could have up to 3 inches, 4 inches possible. That's where you see those little red polka dots there. So be aware, we also have that threat for flooding. So again, let's go over these threats. Damaging winds between the hours of, it looks like it wants to kick on 3 o'clock to about 7 o'clock. Hail starts a little bit earlier after 11 a.m. to about noon. Flood threat really picks up basically towards the end of the system. And then we have the tornado threat too. So today's daytime high temperatures, again, today, not much to talk about. Today's high temperatures will be in the lower 80s for our northern counties, Mount Pleasant, Pittsburgh, and then going into our central areas, Tyler, Henderson, Jacksonville, Marshall, Carthage, mainly in the mid to upper 80s, and then deep East Texas will be in the upper 80s, areas like Lufkin, Groveton, Nacogdoches. All right, for today, we will have clearing in the clouds, but I do want to mention this. Some of you could see an isolated storm this evening. This is around 7:08, 9 o'clock, and that's because we have a disturbance in DSW that they're dealing with for today. Again, if we did see anything branch off from this, it would be around Canton, Emory, Sulphur Springs. 7-day forecast here brought to you by Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital. Today 88. Tomorrow I think we'll be a little bit warmer than 80. I have to fix that. But look at that. We have our significant little icon on there, that yellow, letting you know, make sure you have a weather plan in place, because tomorrow we're looking at the opportunity for severe storms to develop during the afternoon and evening hours. After that, we have some sunshine return, and look at that. We really get hot fast. Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we're in the 90s, approaching near record warmth for Mother's Day.